Hey Clashers, Billius here. Play like a wizard. Well, the Halloween event is here, and before I start, I just want to thank everybody for the tremendous support you've shown to my channel this month. I've grown from 500 to over 1,200 subscribers so far in October, and it's all thanks to you and word of mouth. I really appreciate it. And with Halloween, we've got this scary pumpkin, which has landed in a perfect spot on my base, and I hope you're lucky as well. And it makes a pretty cool little sound, which I'll try to show in a second.
Flower.
That's pretty funny. I think he's saying flower. Well, here's my legend base, and I'm going to be showing 6 attacks on it today to give you an idea of what legend is like now, post-update. And before I go ahead, I'll show you where I am. Most of the time I'm in the clouds, but let's take a quick look. And I'm down, I think, at number 30 in my local area, which is Canada, at 55.46. Things are getting pretty cloudy, but I'm trying to hang in there until the end of the season in 10 days. Let's take a look at my defense log. Just browse through it, give you an idea of what's happening. With an island base like I have, it's relatively easy to get 1 star. Pretty difficult to get 2 stars, and so far it seems impossible to get 3, but I'm going to knock on wood, because as soon as I say that, I know it's going to happen to me. So I'm going to browse through, and then I'm going to start working through 6 of the attacks where I have replays, and I'm going to start with the 1-star attacks and end up with the 2-star attacks. So hopefully we can learn something along the way. I'm going to try and go through these attacks fairly quickly, starting with Jadan here. He's a legend, and he's attacking from the northeast side, as I recall. He's going to be using an earthquake, going to weaken up my ego as well. Now unfortunately, he picked a side where I've loaded up some giant bombs and some seeking air mines, anticipating it might be a good spot to start a bowler healer attack. And sure enough, he's lost his healers already, but he does a great job here taking advantage of the earthquake's opening, and he actually gets in and takes out the Townhall. Otherwise it would have been a fail. There's a heal and a rage together. Here's my clan castle troops going in. A nice freeze over the Townhall gives him a chance for that 1 star, and there he goes. Still working on it. There it goes. Alright, so he's got the star. He's not going to get 50%. Going to fall a little short on that, but a pretty good entry. Now in this attack, I think Borreg's eyes lit up because he's being offered 48 cups for this attack, and he's using mass miners, well, at least 40 of them together with some bowlers. Here he goes. So those storages are going to slow down the miners a little bit and keep them up for that wizard tower. Miners are spreading out across that side. I do agree going in on a narrow side if you can. And that Expo is down. There's his heals. They look pretty good. But that Town Hall is so far away from that ring, it's going to be very difficult. And really the troops are going to split up and go around both sides. Good news is he's taking out the Eagle fairly early. He's using his Grand Warden ability. And there's a freeze. Now my clan castle troops are coming into play. So Borreg is going to do what a lot of attackers do on this type of base. He's going to end up with a 1 star at 60% and pick up 16 cups. Now a little later in this video, I'm going to show you how you can really use miners effectively on a base like this. So let's just speed up his attack and move on. This next attack is bowler healer, similar to what I use a fair bit, and it's choose life, although in this case it looks like the troops chose death. Coming in again, similar to the first attack, coming in from the northeast side. A little bit of sniping outside buildings. And once again, the bowler healer attack is going to face some seeking air mines as well as giant bombs. You can get away with this in pushing, but you can't really get away with it in war because the second attack will move around your bombs. Here we go. Bowlers on the wings with their healers. Giants in the clan castle. Good place for a jump. Good rage. Solid attack, another legend. They know what they're doing. And now here, there's a really well-placed poison because normally my baby dragon won't die. But it dies in this case. And unfortunately for Chu's life, the troops are walking around that inner ring with the Infernos working on them. So that will end up in a 1-star again. I'll just speed this one up. So you can see the strategy there doesn't really allow much as far as funneling and finding a way to get to the core. Very difficult on this type of base. I think we can say that this base is a little bit difficult for a classic bowler healer attack, which is the most common army comp up in Legend right now. Here we go with a 4th try, this time with the Quake entering the base and then a jump towards the Town Hall. I'm going to speed this attack up early. It's very similar. You can watch out for the use of the clone spell, but unfortunately it's going to end up the same way as the last attack, with the troops going around the middle ring, or the inner ring if you like. Here's the Grand Warden ability. Okay, so what have we learned from these 4 attacks? We've learned that funneling and getting to the Town Hall is very, very difficult for a classic attack, such as Bowler Healer, and even Miners. Now let's take a look at one of the 2-star attacks, and this is where we can see that attackers up in Legend have worked out ways to bring a comp that can get to these island Town Halls. This is a really good attack. I want you to see the start in slow motion. 3 lavas coming in, 23 loons, and there'll be 14 minions behind them. All 3 lava heading to the same air defense. Now the air sweeper is pushing them back right here. There's rages to help create funneling towards the center with minions in behind. Notice how the loons under rage are going to clear out buildings faster on either corner. You're going to see a really well-timed freeze spell right there. Freezes the baby dragon as well as the sweeper and the air defense. Now the Loonions are going around the ring, missing the Town Hall, but there's a freeze on that Infernal. Now you might think this attack is going to be a 1-star attack or maybe a fail, but Zachary has a surprise for me. Here comes the first baby dragon, taking on that Inferno, and I'm quite surprised that the baby can last that long against 2 Infernals. Now an Earthquake, soften up the Town Hall, and now here comes the second baby. And now just in case he's sending out waves of wall breakers, you don't want them to get blown up by 1 bomb. Making his way through both walls, very well done. But it won't be necessary because this baby is a real hero. I mean, it's just hanging in there. Amazing. There goes the Town Hall. So very nice attack, 2 stars, but a very nice 2-star attack indeed on a base that normally doesn't give up more than 1 star. And for those who say miners are useless, they're not quite useless. Take a look at this attack by a legend, Cerberus. He's using basically a GoBoMi attack, but he's brought 2 jumps and he's spread them out across the first ring. Giants on one side, Golem on the other, then a spread of 20 bowlers. Looks a lot like a bowler attack so far. But his goal here is to clear out half the base to work around the ring. And when he placed the rages like that and saved one for the core, it reminded me of the way rages are deployed on a mass drag attack or a Lavaloonion attack. Some people call it a Mickey Mouse or triangle pattern. Now look, half the base is cleared out, and here comes the miners directly towards the clan castle and the town hall. And with a rage plus the warden in behind, warden ability, even though the miners have been weakened and they stand up on the ground a lot longer, especially against the town hall and the clan castle, they take it down. And I don't mind losing cups to an attack like this. Cerberus deserved it, so did Zachary. Very well done. 2 stars. There's a lot of 3-star attacks on YouTube, but sometimes a 2-star attack is even more impressive in some ways. One thing I did not talk about was the defensive side of things. And notice that I've moved my clan castle into the core. It used to be on the southwest side. I've done that because I found the clan castle troops are really important against these higher legend attackers. And what I'm bringing now is typically a baby, which I find essential, together with a combination of a witch, a Valk, a Wiz, and maybe a Gob. Now you can vary that. You can go with more Valks or whatever. Some Redditors were suggesting I show more 2-star attacks and where you can learn with repeated attacks on one base. Hopefully this video helps. Happy Halloween! You can support my channel by subscribing and clicking like if you enjoyed the video. I recommended a few videos here, but remember my video library has over 100 videos on all sorts of topics and strategies, so be sure to check it out. Play like a wizard!